Hello, good afternoon. The Honorable Dean, the EMPA Director, members of faculty, Mr. Steiner, friends of the Hertie Foundation, dear graduates of the class of 2012, and of course, the new students in the block. Where are you? Raise your hand. Whoa! Nice. I assume that you are sitting at the back in the least expensive seats, but enjoy the comfort zone while you can, because in 2 years' time you will be sitting here in the front, and one of you will end up on stage here. So be careful. Distinguished guests, the speech I will make before you today is not my speech, or not entirely mine. No, I did not copy Steve Jobs' speech at Stanford University. Give me some credit for that, but if you haven't watched it yet, go and do so. So whose speech is it? About a month ago, I asked my fellow students to take part in an experiment. It involved writing the first crowdsourcing speech, a speech based on the wisdom of the crowd and not on the limited intelligence of the individual. According to theory, the many are smarter than the few. This is not always the case, but I thought that in this case, it could work. So I asked my classmates to write a 40 to 90 word text. Each one could write whatever he wanted. None of them knew what the others had written. I also contributed, of course, but my main task was to produce one single work that is coherent, meaningful, and pleasant to the ear. Was the experiment successful? You, dear audience, will be the judge of that. And if you don't find it enjoyable, you know who to complain to. They are sitting here in the front. So in any case, I hope we won't be sorry that I did not copy Steve Jobs' speech after all. Dear friends, so why did I choose Hertie in the first place? Before joining the school, I associated the name Hertie with neon lights, swimming suits, and huge crowds during the summer sales season. I sense that some of you in the audience wondering why swimming suits. So, well, the Germans probably know why. The idea that Hertie was not only a department store, yes, it used to be one, but also a school for public policy seemed rather strange. But once I realized that the school with the strange name was located in Berlin, I began to see not only the swimming suits, but also long weekends in Berlin, no kids, no husband. Husband, it's the crowdsourcing speech, remember? So long weekends in Berlin, just me and some new friends. It sounded like fun, and that's why I ended up here. A few days ago, I reflected on my first day at Hertie. We got some interesting statistics about us, the students, the countries we came from, our academic background, and also our age. The average age was listed as 36, I believe. What does this number really say about us? That we are old, but it implies that this group of people which assembled here in Berlin has an extensive professional knowledge with fascinating insights on management, on public systems, and perhaps most of all, a group of people with insights on life and on people. But I think that what we all quickly learned was that being in our mid-30s did not guarantee having all the answers, perhaps even the opposite. The older you get and the more you learn and experience, the better you understand how much you actually don't know. Recognizing that I don't know is powerful, even exciting, yet it's also threatening. It is an honest and authentic statement that you usually hear from kids. If you think about it, the admission, I don't know, or challenging what you do know, is what drives the world forward. It moves the wheels of science, it pushes the boundaries of human knowledge further into the unknown. And the unknown is the starting point of creation and discovery. Add passion, motivation, and creativity, and you are on the right track to success. And in our class, people were not ashamed to say, I don't know. They were not being modest and were certainly not ignorant. They were being wise. Thanks to you, the I don't know people, our discussions were more profound, more productive and inspiring. Thanks to you, I do know more today. And what do I know now that I didn't know then? During the last 2 years at Hertie, I came to realize that many of my actions at work were not based on solid foundation. Rather, they were based on intuition and gut feeling. The importance of following my roadmap and the inner compass are lessons I understood rationally also before. But Hertie assimilated this into our system. Our charismatic teachers sharpened our critical thinking with, at times, a rather provocative teaching style. For me, this program has been an enormous intellectual booster. I bow my head today in gratitude, and who knows, maybe in 10 years' time, we'll come back to Hertie for another shot of inspiration. So what else have we learned at Hertie? You know what, let's make it a bit more interesting. I would like to conduct now the ultimate success test of our studies. Before continuing, I ask my classmates to please stand up. Yeah, do it quickly. Thank you. I'll now read a short, listen carefully, I'll now read a short paragraph. The following text consists of several abbreviations we came across in class. The rules of the game remain standing if you believe that you know what abbreviations stand for. If you have a vague idea, it's good enough. But once you no longer know, please sit down. The last person standing wins. For your convenience, the text will appear on the screen behind me. By the way, if there are some brave professors who would like to take part in the little game, and only the dean lead by example. And the new guys at the back, this is your first class. So ready? Here we go. Do we have the text? Great. So we had a window of opportunity to come to Hertie for the EMPM with our MTEF, sent and approved by our respective MOF. We learned quickly that it was all about SDM and MB, you're still standing, SDM and MBO in the context of NPM. So we developed our BSc with the best KPI we could think of. We learned handling on MCDA to get the best possible alternatives for the BPM, but we missed to factor in HRM, and all of a sudden we were out of the Zopa. In the end, there was no PBR for us, only MAD remained. Oh, we have a winner! Okay, we have a winner, Daniel. Big hand for Daniel. Okay, it comes with no surprise that Daniel was the last person to stand because remember, crowdsourcing speech? So guess who wrote this damn thing? So now for the rest of us, here is the full unabbreviated text. You have 30 seconds to read if you would like to do so. Ah, that's what it means, okay. Okay, next slide, please. All right, we can take it off. As we just saw, one of the strengths of the program is the diversity of its students. This diversity may at times seem like a chaotic crowd with many opinions in numerous accents, but that was the beauty of it all. Hertie created an inclusive, learning-friendly environment. We were encouraged to keep our inner voice, to be open about our lives, about our sexual orientation, to stand up for our beliefs and values, and most importantly, to accept and treasure this diversity. And today, I'm grateful for having the opportunity to know this wonderful group of people here. They made me recognize that beneath all the differences, we all belong to a community that strongly believes that improvement is possible. Quitting in the face of a challenge that may seem difficult is not an option. As we celebrate personal victories, graduation, and hope for a better future, we also reflect on the impact of policy in creating a better world. With brutal conflicts in the Ukraine, Iraq, Syria, Gaza, and elsewhere, we should ask ourselves, how can one use new knowledge to create a better, more peaceful world? Do I have a role in it? I, for one, know that the new learning urges me not to get lost in its technical dimensions, but to open the doors even wider and welcome the struggles for justice and social equality. Friends, distinguished audience, I wasn't always sure that I would make it to graduation day. Yeah, really. Being a wife, crowdsourcing alert, a full-time working mom, and then a student, sometimes a role too many. Women still can't have it all, claims the public policy thinker Anne-Marie Slaughter. Lean in, suggests Shirley Zandberg of Facebook. I did lean in over the past 3 years, so much that at times it felt I might tip over. But here we are, it worked. Thanks to the strong partnership within the EMPM family, you guys really understand what it means to juggle responsibilities in life. It turned out to be the perfect match, studying here and having a baby. Aww. To be clear, it's not my baby. Babies were brought to courses, they were nursed next door or cried us back home just before the course ended. Future moms at the back, don't worry about it, it can work. First, you need to find a partner, but then go for it. Talking about the important people in our lives, those who support and encourage us, those who are proud of us no matter what, but they are mostly proud when their sons and daughters receive an academic degree, certainly one as well respected as a Hertie degree. Speaking of which, parents who are proud of their children's academic achievements, I'd like to say a few words about my dear and very smart mom. You know what? Let's talk to my mom. Dear guests, please welcome live from Tel Aviv, my mom. Hoppa! Woo! Mom, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Oh, great.
Hi, everybody. Shalom from Tel Aviv.
What's up? How are you?
We are great, but of course we miss you here very much, my son.
Thank you, thank you. By the way, did you listen to the speech? How did you like it so far?
Of course I did. It was exciting, but actually I think it was too long.
Too long, okay. You can always count on constructive criticism when it comes from my mom. So, mom, but seriously, what would you like to wish my friends, the graduates of class of 2012?
So, what will I wish you? First, I would like to congratulate you on your outstanding achievement.
Thank you.
You really should be proud of yourself.
Thanks.
I wish you the best luck in your careers, in your professional life, and of course, in your private life.
Okay.
But you know, Ron, I think that the most important thing is to be satisfied with the choices you make along the way. And whatever you choose, don't forget to enjoy it.
Wow, wow, Mom, thanks a lot. Say hi to Daddy for me, kisses.
Ron,
Yeah?
Ron, can you still hear me?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I would like to add something.
Okay, Mom, please go ahead.
Okay, so Ron, listen, studying and having diplomas is very important and nice. And I would like to ask you something.
Yeah?
When will you get married?
Okay. Thank you, Mom. You can take her off now. Thank you. Bye. So this lady was not a real mom. No. So as my 13 minutes of fame come to an end, on behalf of my friends here and myself, I'd like to thank from the bottom of my heart those who have helped us reach this day, those who their best work behind the scenes. Susan, Robert, Felicitas, Hanali, thank you so much. And those whose... And those whose role was on stage, all the fantastic smart lecturers at Hertie, which time is too short to all mention by name, but there is one person who is the heart and the soul of this program, the one who led and pushed us up the mountain, and we are grateful to him. Gerhard, thank you so much. So, thank you, my dear friends here, that you were my inspiration for this speech, or more accurately, you who played an active part in writing it. My friends, I wish you and myself only this, that we will have the inner strength to dream and make the dream a reality. I thank you all, and most importantly, keep in touch. Bye, choose, see you.